You came here because you think strength has an ending. You believe there's a day when you'll finally be able to rest, a day when your body is powerful enough, your mind is disciplined enough, your spirit is unbreakable enough. There isn't. That's the first truth you have to accept. The moment you believe you've become strong enough, you've already started becoming weaker. Strength doesn't reward satisfaction. It punishes it. Every second you spend admiring who you've become is another second someone else is becoming the person who surpasses you. You fear pain. I fear comfort. Pain has never betrayed me. Pain tells the truth. It tells you where you're weak. It tells you where your limits are hiding. Comfort tells beautiful lies. It whispers that you've earned a break, that you've done enough, that tomorrow is close enough. Tomorrow is where weak people hide. Strength only exists today, right now, in the decision you're avoiding. People ask what it feels like to become stronger. They ask as if strength is a destination. It isn't. It's a way of living. It's waking up every morning knowing yesterday means nothing. Yesterday's victories don't protect you today. Yesterday's discipline doesn't carry today's weight. Every sunrise erases what you earned. If you want strength again, earn it again. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they negotiate with themselves. Just one day, just one excuse, just this once. Weakness never arrives as an enemy. It arrives sounding exactly like your own voice. That's why defeating others is simple. Defeating yourself, that's the fight that never ends. Look at your reflection, not with pride, not with regret. Look at it like an opponent studying your weaknesses. Ask yourself one question. What part of me still deserves to be defeated? When you find the answer, destroy it, then do it again tomorrow. People think discipline is forcing yourself to continue. They're wrong. Real discipline begins when continuing no longer feels like a choice. When training becomes as natural as breathing. When sacrifice no longer feels like sacrifice. When silence becomes more valuable than applause. The world celebrates results. A warrior respects the process. Results disappear. The process remains. You don't build your life around winning. You build it around becoming the kind of person who cannot stop improving. That difference changes everything. Stop chasing the feeling of becoming strong. Feelings disappear. Habits remain. Identity remains. The strongest person in the room isn't the one who talks about discipline. It's the one who no longer has to think about it. Every movement, every decision, every breath, all pointing in the same direction, forward. People search for motivation because they're waiting for permission to change. Strength doesn't wait. It doesn't ask whether you're tired. It doesn't care if the world understands your path. It only asks one question. When your body begs you to stop, which one of you is truly in control? You think control is lifting more weight, breaking harder bones, winning more fights? No, control begins long before your fists ever move. It begins the moment your mind tells you to quit and you refuse to listen. Your body is honest. It says, I'm exhausted. Your mind is the liar. It says, this is enough. Enough? Enough for who? For the version of you that wants comfort? Or for the version of you you're trying to become? Every day, those two versions meet. Only one of them walks away stronger. People admire warriors because they see the scars. They never see the thousands of decisions that created them. The mornings no one witnessed. The nights no one applauded. The moments when quitting would have been easy, but wasn't chosen. That's where strength is born. Not in victory, not in talent, not in recognition, in repetition. Again, 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 until discipline replaces emotion. You ask me what keeps me moving. The answer isn't motivation. Motivation disappears with comfort. Purpose doesn't. I don't train because I feel inspired. I train because stopping would mean becoming someone I refuse to be. Read that again in your own mind. The greatest enemy you'll ever face is the version of yourself that's satisfied. Satisfied people stop searching. Satisfied people stop adapting. Satisfied people become predictable. And predictable fighters lose. The moment you believe you've mastered yourself, you've stopped paying attention. There's always another weakness hiding beneath your confidence. Find it, expose it, destroy it. Then search again. You don't become dangerous by defeating stronger opponents. You become dangerous when excuses no longer influence your decisions, when fear loses its voice, when pain loses its meaning, when loneliness becomes a companion instead of a punishment. Most people avoid being alone. A warrior uses solitude as a mirror because silence never lies. It reveals every weakness you've been hiding behind noise, every insecurity, every excuse, every illusion. Face them without anger, without self-pity. Simply observe them and eliminate them one by one. Strength isn't loud. It doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't demand attention. It waits patiently, knowing that when the moment arrives, preparation will always defeat potential. Remember this, the pursuit of strength has no finish line. That's what makes it beautiful. Every sunrise is another opportunity to become someone yesterday couldn't recognize. Not through promises, not through words, through action, relentless, silent, uncompromising. So tomorrow, when your mind asks for comfort, answer it with movement. When it asks for excuses, answer it with discipline. And when it asks, how much longer? Smile, because now you finally understand. The pursuit of strength never ends, and neither do I. Look around you. Everyone is searching for the fastest path, the easiest answer, the secret no one else knows. They're all asking the wrong question. There is no secret. There is only the work you've been avoiding. People worship talent because it excuses their own hesitation. It's a gift. They were born different. That's a comforting story. Comforting and completely useless. Because every time you tell yourself that story, you surrender before the fight even begins. I don't measure myself against gifted people. I measure myself against yesterday. If I can break the person I was, then I know I'm moving forward. That's the only victory that matters. Understand this. Your greatest limitation isn't your body. It's your attachment to who you are. You protect your habits. You defend your weaknesses. You call them personality. A warrior doesn't protect an identity. He destroys it and builds a stronger one again and again. You think transformation is dramatic. It isn't. It's painfully ordinary. One decision repeated until it becomes undeniable. The strongest people don't make extraordinary choices. They make ordinary choices with extraordinary consistency. There will be days when your body feels heavy, when your thoughts become louder than your purpose, when every step forward feels meaningless. Those are not signs to stop. Those are invitations. Because every person can move when the path is easy. Very few continue when every step demands something from them. That's where separation begins. Not in talent, not in genetics. In endurance, pain changes its meaning once you stop resisting it. It stops being an obstacle. It becomes a language. Every aching muscle tells you that weakness is leaving. Every difficult breath reminds you that you're becoming someone your past self couldn't survive being. Don't resent that feeling. Respect it. You don't have to love suffering. You only have to stop running from it. The world will try to convince you that balance is everything. Maybe for them, it is. But if you seek strength, there will be seasons where balance looks like sacrifice, where progress demands silence, where growth requires walking alone. Accept it, not forever, only for as long as it takes. Because the path to strength has always been lonely. Not because no one can walk beside you, but because no one else can take your steps. So the next time you stand in front of your reflection, don't ask if you're strong. Ask a better question. Did I earn tomorrow? If the answer is no, then your work isn't finished. If the answer is yes, return tomorrow and earn it again. Because strength doesn't belong to anyone. It only visits those who are willing to pay its price every single day. People misunderstand what it means to be unbeatable. They imagine someone who never loses, someone who never bleeds, Someone who never falls. That person doesn't exist. The body breaks, bones crack, muscles tear. Even the strongest are forced to their knees. The difference is, they never stay there. Every defeat leaves something behind. Most people carry the pain. A warrior carries the lesson. That's why the same mistake never defeats him twice. Failure isn't your enemy. Forgetting what it taught you is, you keep asking yourself, what if I fail? Ask a different question. What if this is the pain that finally changes me? That question has power because it turns every setback into another weapon. Strength isn't built by avoiding destruction. It's built by surviving it again and again until breaking becomes impossible. There will always be someone stronger, faster, more talented. Accept that, then stop caring. Your purpose isn't to become the strongest person alive. Your purpose is to become stronger than the person who stood in your place yesterday. If someone surpasses you, train. If someone doubts you, train. If no one notices your effort, train. The answer never changes. Action has always spoken louder than emotion. The iron doesn't care how you feel. The ground doesn't care how tired you are. Time doesn't care about your excuses. So why do you? Every excuse you protect becomes another chain around your potential. Break it, not tomorrow. Now, you don't need the perfect moment. You need the next repetition, the next step, the next decision. People wait for confidence before they act. Confidence comes after action, never before. Move first, believe later. That's the order strength respects. One day, you'll look back at the person you used to be, the fears, the hesitation, the endless conversations inside your own head. And you'll realize something. The battle was never against the world. It was always against the voice that wanted you to stop. Silence that voice enough times, and eventually, it no longer speaks. Then, discipline takes its place. Then purpose takes its place. Then strength becomes as natural as your heartbeat. Not because the journey became easier, but because you became someone, the journey could no longer break. Remember this, the pursuit of strength isn't about reaching a destination. It's about becoming the kind of person who cannot stop moving forward. As long as there's another weakness to remove, another lesson to learn, another limit to challenge, your path remains the same. One step, one choice, one battle at a time. And when the world asks you why you keep fighting, give them the only answer that matters. Because standing still was never an option. So if you're waiting for the day this journey becomes easy, stop waiting. If you're waiting for the fear to disappear, stop waiting. If you're waiting to finally feel ready, you never will. Strength was never given to those who waited. It was earned by those who moved. Even when every part of them wanted to stand still. One day, your body will grow older. Your victories will be forgotten. The world will move on. But the person you forged through every sacrifice, every scar, every decision to continue, that person can never be taken from you. That is real strength. So don't chase perfection. Don't chase applause. Don't even chase the title of the strongest. Chase the version of yourself that refuses to surrender. Again and again and again. Because the pursuit of strength was never about defeating another man. It was about defeating the weakness within yourself every single day. And the day you believe you've reached the end. Remember this, the mountain doesn't get smaller. You simply become the kind of person who keeps climbing, without complaint, without hesitation, without end. Now go, not to prove yourself to the world, not to earn anyone's respect. Go because you know there's still another version of you waiting to be forged. And until you meet that person, your work isn't finished.